In this episode of Cosplay Secrets, we're talking about cultural appropriation. And if anything is cultural appropriation, no, it's not just Halloween. It's definitely cosplaying because you're dressing up as different characters, different genders, different species from different time periods, different places around the world. So if you want to learn if it's cultural appropriation or not, watch this video. And we are reacting to, is cosplay Japanese cultural appropriation? Dun, dun, dun. The answer is no. If you haven't seen it already, I've made a video talking about this. Cosplay was started in the 60s in the US. Long story short, by some people who created a sci-fi convention. It was one of the first of its kind, and they dressed up as robots and aliens. Cosplay is an American creation, but it took off in Japan because they have way more content to cosplay. So no, cosplay is not Japanese cultural appropriation. So I'll end that there. But the funny thing is that I guess you could raise this question with, does this apply when you're cosplaying a character of Japanese descent, or if you're a Japanese person cosplaying another race, right? Does that make it cultural appropriation? Look at my cosplays. Okay, I've cosplayed as all types of characters in both genders. I've cosplayed as men, I've cosplayed as women, I've cosplayed as animals, I've cosplayed as people who exist and people who don't. I believe if you're being like disrespectful to a culture, like that's one thing, which is totally not okay. But if you're celebrating it and you think something's really cool, then like that's the whole point of culture, because it spreads and it grows. If you don't spread culture, then it dies. So there you go. But we're gonna react to this, and I love Kuro Couch. I've been watching them for years. Honestly, Kuro Couch inspired me to even get on the internet, because I was like, who's going to listen to some black guy talking about Japan on the internet? And I was like, oh, there's two black guys who are doing it. And one of them's from Trinidad. So what's up? I'm also Trinidadian. So, all right, let's watch this and let's just have a good time.
It's a black girl appropriating Japanese culture.
Oh yeah.
Ooh la la.
Hey guys, it's Yuta. So the other day I came across this article. It says that a girl in the States posted a cosplay video on TikTok where she's cosplayed as Asuka from Evangelion.
Isn't Asuka from Evangelion white?
From Germany.
Yes, she's white.
But it's a Japanese.
She's white. She's a white girl from Germany. Okay. As long as
Japan made it.
And so here we already find the first problem with calling this culture appropriation. When you're cosplaying a character, right, from a TV show, what if the TV show is a Japanese TV show with a German character? So then which culture are you appropriating? You see how it doesn't make sense. So there you go.
Accusing her of culturally appropriating Japanese culture. But the person didn't necessarily criticize her cosplay itself. They criticized that she used the word kawaii to describe her video. Their argument is that kawaii culture is a Japanese thing, and using the word kawaii is cultural appropriation.
like using the word kawaii.
That's the N-word in Japan, apparently.
Kawaii?
Only we can say it. You can't say it.
What's up, my ninja?
So they're not even mad that she cosplayed the character. They're mad at the word that she used to describe it, which is stupid. So anytime anyone uses that, it's cultural appropriation, unless you're a Japanese person. But once again, if you're going to do that, then like you're gatekeeping a language. So you're saying you can't use words from any other language. Like, there are words that only exist in certain cultures that mean a certain thing. So that's like saying you can never use Japanese words outside of Japan, which is just, you see how deep this rabbit hole goes? Like, I'm gonna get mad. Let's just continue.
They went so far to falsely claim that kawaii is a slur, which is not. When I read this, I thought,
Wait, what?
Bro, I swear I hate y'all nerds so much, dog.
They say a slur?
The word kawaii, meaning cute, is
Yeah.
a slur.
To who?
People that aren't cute.
So if I call a white dude an N-word, and who am I offended? Like, I don't understand what's going on.
In which alternate universe do they live? This doesn't make sense. And according to the article, other people also started attacking her and reported her TikTok account, which was eventually frozen. But her other accounts are fortunately alive, and she posted this on her Instagram. She says, "To anyone who is confused, due to the multiple Japanese people approaching me about using words like kawaii or anything that has to do with their culture, I will refrain from including or saying anything Japanese in my content with the exception of anime, manga, and game stories and characters, as well as cosplaying them. If the character has a school uniform, I will not cosplay said character in a school uniform from this point on."
So because a few people don't like something that you did, you decided to cave in and say, oh, I'll never do this thing again, this cosplay this type of person or use this type of word. And once again, this is just a small group of people, right? There's so many people on this planet that may have liked her post or commented, and because a few people, even if it's 1,000 people, like there's so many more people in the world who had no problem with that. As a cosplayer, what upsets me is that you're letting other people tell you who you can and cannot be, what types of characters you can and cannot dress like. And of course, you can take this to other areas of life, but we're talking about cosplay here. And the beauty of cosplay is that you get to express your joy and gratitude for characters that you enjoy or characters that look really cool to you. So to say that because one or a few people don't like it, like I'm not going to express a part of myself. And I think that's the most disgusting thing you can let someone do to you, to make them tell you you're not allowed to be or express yourself in a certain way just because, right, someone's offended. Once again, this girl is not destroying the Japanese culture. She just used a word to describe her character, and a couple people didn't like it. And that sounds like a them problem. Like if someone told me that they didn't like a certain character I cosplayed, I'd say, okay, well, you don't have to follow me, right, on my socials. You don't have to look at my posts or watch my videos or anything like that. And yes, I know the dog is in here. He might be showing up on camera. He was whining and it's really loud for the video, so I just let him in. And we're back to the video. I also believe that. I'm guessing these aren't even Japanese people. I haven't seen this post. I don't have any idea of this. The first time seeing this video. But yeah, if you were a Japanese person and someone said the word kawaii, I'm so sure you wouldn't be offended. And I've been to Japan. I can speak some Japanese, but obviously I can't speak for an entire culture of people. But if you're Japanese, leave a comment. Are you offended by the word kawaii? Please let everyone know that we should stop saying that word.
Japanese people tend to be very open to foreigners, accepting their culture. If you want to talk, I mean, up to like where it gets like weird, it's weird. As any culture, like if I'm out here with my body pillow, walking around the downtown, being like, I'm in. Yeah, you know. That's a whole different thing. That's not cultural appropriation. That's just you being a weed, and that's fine, I guess. This is different, so
Yeah, like I said, unless you're doing some gross, like, disrespect of this country or the culture, like, all you're doing is expressing how much you love it or something that culture created.
And she also made this post saying, "So people also had a problem with the fact that I was presenting as hyper-femme whilst calling something kawaii as well."
Oh my god!
She censored the word kawaii. Look at it.
This is bizarre. It makes no sense that she's censoring the word kawaii. In Japanese, kawaii is just an everyday word meaning something like cute and pretty.
So once again, a Japanese person who was born and lived in Japan, who follows Japanese culture, is saying how this word is not a big deal. So it's not a big deal to him. So who on earth is upset about this? I don't think it's Japanese people. I'm just saying. Cosplay is not cultural appropriation. The word kawaii is not cultural appropriation. Obviously, don't disrespect other cultures. But if you're not doing that and you're showing appreciation and your love for it, you're fine. Yeah. And as a cosplayer, like I said, we deal with this. We dress up as characters from different cultures all the time. So if it is cultural appropriation, then either cosplayers are the most offensive people in the world, or we get to destroy cosplay forever, because that's the only choice. Either it's incredibly offensive to everyone, or we stop cosplaying because someone's going to get offended at some point in time. So that's my take on it. People are upset about nothing. They have so much time on their hands that they're choosing to single out either this person or a group of people who aren't doing anything to offend anyone. And the people that they are supposed to be offended by aren't even the ones offended. Shh. And the people that they're supposedly offending aren't even the ones who are getting offended. So there are some people out there who get offended and butthurt and annoyed about anything, and it's not even like their place to be upset about it. So take from that what you will. But I am going to continue to cosplay as different characters, different species, different genders, because I enjoy cosplay and it's super fun for me. So come for me all you want. Let me know in the comments below if you think cosplay is cultural appropriation, and if so, how do you go about remedying that? If you have any other questions on how to become the best cosplayer and to figure out all the secrets therein, make sure you watch all the videos in the rest of this playlist. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, your results show up when you do.